Welcome back. It's now going to be a two-part podcast of Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Sunday Week 4. Getting back to the Browns game, which I was covering for you. In the second quarter, Atlanta had the punt after going three and out, three plays for 6 yards. And then the Browns got to 4th and 11 at the Atlanta 11. It was Cade York kicked a 29-yard field goal. And it was good, and we were tied at 10. And Cade York kicked it off, and then Matt Mariota kneeled, and we were tied at 10 at halftime. And in the third quarter, Atlanta had the punt after going 3 and out, 3 plays, 4 yards. The Browns had the punt after going 3 and out, 3 plays, 3 yards. And Atlanta had the punt again after going 4 plays and minus 16 yards. And then the Browns had the punt again after going 3 and out, 3 plays and 2 yards. And then Atlanta intercepted the ball. It was 2nd and 7, Atlanta 32. Matt Mariota's pass short middle intended for London, intercepted by Denzel Ward at the Atlanta 43 for no gain. And the Browns got the ball back. And then the Browns, it was a 4th and 5th at Atlanta 27. That's where they got to. Cade York kicked a 45-yard field goal. It was good. And it was 13-10 Browns. And that was one of the times the Browns led in this game. Then Atlanta scored their second touchdown of the game. And it was Huntley. Left tackle for the 5-yard touchdown. Cruz extra point was good, and it was 17-13 Atlanta. At the end of the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, the Browns scored their second touchdown of the game. It was their second one. And it was Nick Chubb, left end for the 28-yard touchdown. Cade York's extra point was good, and it was 20-17 Browns. Then Atlanta got to the it was a 4th and 2 at the Cleveland 2. Cruz kicked a 21-yard field goal. It was good, and we were tied at 20 to 20. And the Browns had the punt after going 3 and out, 7 plays, 31 yards. Atlanta got to the 4th and 3rd at the Cleveland 27. Cook kicked a 45-yard field goal. It was good. It was 23 to 20 Atlanta. The Browns had one last chance to really try to win this thing, but they ended up intercepting the ball at 3rd and 23 at the Cleveland 46. Jacoby Brissett pass deep left intended for David Bell. Intercepted by, I think it was David Alford at the Atlanta 26 for no gain. And all the... And all Matt Mariota had to do, and the Falcons had to do, was kneel for 2 plays, and nonetheless, the Atlanta Falcons win by the final score of 23 to 20. The Browns lose a tough one today, and it just was not good. But I have to give the game balls to Atlanta, but I have to give. You have to give one ball to Nick Chubb for his one touchdown that he did score in this game. Hey, Keith, how you doing, buddy? Joining me on the phone right now is Keith in Lakewood, my buddy Keith Norman, who my sports co-anchor down at Magnolia Clubhouse, and you can hear him as a regular calling guest or as a regular in-studio guest on The Big Show hosted by Tony Rizzo on Sports Radio AM 850 WKNR and I know what you're wondering, Keith. And the Buccaneers, the Kansas City Chiefs beat Tampa Bay 41-31 tonight.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I just wanted, but while I've got you on the phone here, what are your thoughts on today's Browns game? The Browns did not score any points on fourth downs today in this game.
It was quite a disappointment today because the Browns had opportunities early in the game to put a lead, but somehow did not operate efficiently in the red zone this afternoon. And also,
No, they did not.
yeah, and also defensively, it pretty much showed because of the missing linemen of Garrett and Clowney not playing today.
Yeah.
That's dramatically because it seemed that Marcus Mariota took advantage of that, even though Joe Woods did try to drum up pass schemes by using some of the linebackers. However, it was just, lack of depth defensively. And
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Atlanta took advantage of it throughout the game.
Yes, they did, and they really did. And next week it ain't going to get any easier because the Chargers come into town. But I do want us to go to 3-2.
Well, hopefully that we'll receive both Myles Garrett
And Javon Clowney, yeah. Because we know that Anthony Walker Jr. is out for the rest of the season.
Yes, and also it seemed that with the exception of Cincinnati, every other team in the AFC North had lost today. So
there's a three-way tie for first place in the AFC North, and Pittsburgh fell to 1-3 today.
Yeah, so you're thinking of the three-way tie of who's in
Yeah,
first place.
that's why this game against the Chargers,
Right now, I think the Browns right now would have the tiebreaker because the Browns are 1-0 in the division.
Yeah, and that's why I feel this game next week against the Chargers is very important. It's very important to this team that they really put forth the effort to get the win next week and go to 3-2.
Well, 3-1 is what people expected,
but that was not the
at
case.
this point in time, we'll take 2-2.
Yes, we will. We'll take it.
Yeah, it's quite a disappointment for the Browns this afternoon.
Yes, it was very much a disappointment.
Yes.
So, I just wanted to give you that score. I am right now 8-7 on my picks, and if San Francisco can win tomorrow night, I will go to 9-7 for the second time this season.
Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow night.
Yeah.
All right, Scott. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, Keith. And thanks for joining me. I'll look forward to talking to you Tuesday or Wednesday evening.
All right. Go Guardians.
Go Guardians. You got it. Bye-bye. That was Keith Norman, who you can hear on The Big Show, with Tony Rizzo as a regular calling guest or a regular in-studio guest on Sports Radio AM 850 WKNR. Getting back to the scores, or actually, let me get the game balls out for this game. I give it to Matt Mariota, Tyler Oliger, and Olamadad Zacchaeus. So, yeah, the Browns had ample opportunities to score, and Atlanta just took advantage of every opportunity in this game, as Keith said. And I agree, because they really... but we will take 2-2, even though we did want 3-1. But I feel we got to win next week's game against the Chargers. Now getting back to the scores. The Buffalo Bills were down 20-3 and came back and beat the Baltimore Ravens 23-20 today at M&T Bank Stadium in Buffalo. And I got to give the game balls to Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. I got to give them to them. And so, yeah, it's a tough loss for the Ravens at home. And a lot of people wanted the Ravens to be 3-1, but they fell to 2-2. And that's why now there is a three-way tie between the Bengals, the Browns, and Ravens for first place. And that's why I feel next Sunday's game between the Browns and Chargers is important. The Dallas Cowboys beat the Washington Commanders 25-10 to go to 3-1. The Commanders fall to 1-3. And I got to give the game balls to Cooper Rush. I got to give them to him. Ezekiel Elliott and CeeDee Lamb. I got to give them to them. In a shootout today, the Seattle Seahawks beat the Detroit Lions 48-45 at Ford Field in Detroit. And boy, what a game this was. Boy, both quarterbacks look good, but I got to give the game balls to Jared Goff. Jamal Williams, I got to give one to him, and T.J. Hockenson. I have to give it. Hockenson, excuse me. I got to give him to them. Boy, this was a shootout by far, and boy, it could have gone either way. The L.A. Chargers beat the Houston Texans 34-24 at NRG Stadium in Houston, and I got to give the game ball to Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, and I think it's Mike Williams. And I think it was Pierce that scored that 75-yard touchdown. There was a 75-yard TD scored today, and one of the it was Pierce. That's who it was that scored that. I think it was Damon Pierce that scored it, and I'm going to give him a game ball for that because that was a big touchdown for him. But it was a tough loss for the Texans, but they fall to 0-3-1, still looking for their first win of the season. And the Chargers come into town to play the Browns next week, and so we'll hope that we can beat them. The Browns can beat them. The Tennessee Titans beat the Indianapolis Colts 24-17 today at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana, and boy, this was a tough. It was a tough loss for the Colts. I gotta give the game balls to Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, and Chigazoman Okuno. I have to give it to him. So I gotta give them to them. And but yeah, this was a good game between the Colts and Titans. You already know the Browns lost to the Falcons 23-20. The Philadelphia Eagles and remain unbeaten. They go to 4-0. Jacksonville falls to 2-2. Philadelphia beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 29-21 at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. And I got to give the game balls to Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, and A.J. Brown. I got to give them to them. Boy, but this was a good game. Jacksonville just couldn't get over the hurdle in this one today. The New York Giants beat the Chicago Bears 20-12 at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and they go to 3-1. Chicago falls to 2-2. I got to give the game balls to Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, and Daniel Bellinger. And boy, this was one of those games that could have gone, but Chicago just did not look good. They scored well, but they couldn't get over that hurdle. And I'm going to have to take another break, but I'll finish out these scores right after this.